What's up, guys? This is Blank Boy, and today I want to be talking about the differences between an INTP and an INFP. So right off the bat, an INTP leads TINE, then SI, then FE. An INFP leads FINE, then SI, then TE. So just their different primary axis, which is their judgment axis. They're both introverted judgers. They're both very I mean, you can just interpret that literally, like judging themselves, very self-critical, I guess. They really are. They hold themselves to a high standard. So both of them do that plenty. But the way they construct that standard is different. One of them, the INFP with FI, constructs that standard in such a way that the world is the self is an irreducible whole, and so too are other selves. The definition of a thing is this irreducible whole, and these wholes have valence, positive or negative valence. And so we get to just see everything for their whole quality, they have a single qualia that that is that thing. Whereas for TI, the construction of these things is very different, of entities, mental entities, is such that nothing cannot be picked further apart. There is no such thing as an irreducible whole. We can always reduce. We can always continue defining within any given mental object. You can always drill down deeper, technically, on a technical level, but about breaking something down to its essence, the essence of a thing. There's no single irreducible essence of a thing. So this is our fundamental difference, and the way you see this come out, one of the clearer ways where you see this come out is that a lot of times INFPs have like a stopping point. They have like, I'm just gonna call it that. They have like a point at which after they like, okay, so what do I mean? If you're being critical of something that an INFP values, let's say I'm an INFP and I am really religious. Let's just say, I'm just using that as an example. I am really religious and I really love my religion, and you are critical of that with me. And right, everyone who likes a thing and who that thing is being criticized, they would want to take a defensive attitude. And so, right, naturally, there's some defense, but at some point, I think, I don't know, maybe some INFPs don't have a point like this, but it seems to be at some point they just like stop talking. Like, they just like, oh, okay, they just like shut it off. Where the thing that you're criticizing that is so true and good to them, that they can't even really consider what you're saying at some point. That's how it seems to me. That might not be exactly how it works. It's something along those lines. And for INTPs, this point does not exist. For INTPs, they just uh, you know, they'll drill away with you. Where do you want to drill? I use TI. I'm here to drill, man. Like they'll yeah, when you're being critical, and yeah, that's the thing about their ideals. Their ideals, they this might not necessarily be the case, but at least the way it feels coming off of them, um, they are not married to their ideals. They just like came to them because um, it made sense to do. um, but they don't feel like um, I mean, it does often feel like it's not like an emotional attachment, but I'm sure there is some emotionality going on beneath the surface. Because right, they are still your ideals. Um, but yeah, they do feel less emotionally tied to them, whether or not that's true underneath. Um, and then that's like probably one of the best ways to tell. Other things include that INFPs will often speak at length and just like tell you a whole um, thing real big and long. And the whole point of it is just to like shit talk someone or like not exactly um to like vent, I guess. um they they need to vent. INTPs don't I they don't seem like they need to vent. Do they need to vent? I don't think so. um they they yeah, so when you're like talking with them, I feel like there's fewer points where it's not a dialogue, where they're giving you a whole thing. Whereas INFPs, it feels like sometimes they just lay a whole like vent catalog at you. I don't know. Like catalog of their bad thing that happened. Yeah, something like that. All right, take it or leave it.